Hello, friends. We are so glad you have decided to join us. If this is your first time here, be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell icon. That way you can make sure that you're going to get notified as all of these education plans begin to roll out over the next several months. My name is Sean Davis, and I am the Chief Executive Officer of the United Americans Disaster Response Team. And I'm so glad to be bringing to you ICS Reboot. That's right. We're going to go back to the basics. We're going to talk about the fundamentals just to help prepare your organization, your responders and staff to be prepared for that what next moment. Because after all, last time I checked, disasters don't have a timeline. It could be in the next few seconds, the next few minutes, it could be tomorrow. But it's now is why it's important to prepare to help mitigate, to make sure that your organization and your staff is prepared for what's next. We are the United Americans Disaster Response Team. We were created by several responders with many years of experience. I myself bring to you over 20 years of emergency management experience, all the way from the federal level, having talked with FEMA and helped to prepare responders at the Center for Domestic Preparedness, everything from hazmat to emergency medical operations to helping to know what's next. And that's what we're going to bring to you, a more level of educated discipline to help take you to that next level. Our mission, of course, is just to create a culture of resiliency before, during, and after the challenges your community faces. We're not your average disaster response team. Our focus is to ensure that your teams and organizations are set up to handle and respond to disasters, no matter when they happen, because like I said, our main goal is just to ensure that your staffs and responders are adequately trained and prepared. This is our goal. And remember, just like Albert Einstein said, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. So we're going to get you out of your comfort zone. We're going to help you establish a level of education that's going to really allow you to think outside the box. We're going to give you several different scenarios to some what-if situations, maybe some things that, oh my goodness, I've never thought about that. And I'm so glad that I've got this training. That's what we're going to do for you. A lot of people ask, why do we train? Why is it so important? Well, you know, when you go back to the basics, so just looking at the incident command system that you and your organization has prepared for, that ICS, it's changing. That's right. What used to be the level of that first person on scene still takes command, but it's all about being able to understand and know that you as an incident commander are responsible for everything that happens on that scene. And a lot of people that are watching this video are thinking, we don't have an incident command structure. We don't do that. Well, everybody needs to have that incident command structure. Whether you're operating as an emergency operations center or whether you're that on-scene IC having that command post, you need to really realize that your focus, whether it's at the EOC base level or whether it's at the scene of where all of this is taking place, you are responsible for the level of training that you can handle and you can task. And my goal is to help make you feel more comfortable that you can step up, that if you're having to handle a situation, maybe it's a mass casualty incident, maybe it's a large scale disaster, hurricanes, tornadoes. We all know that those are coming and they're going to continue to happen. And I guess the good thing about a hurricane is, you know, with the way the meteorology happens, we do have a sense of urgency to let the neighbors that we are there with know that, hey, this is a few days out. Now is the time to plan. With tornadoes and earthquakes, disasters like that situation, sometimes we don't know. Meteorology is getting better. We do have a sense of knowing that the chance for tornadoes is there. And I'm so glad that NOAA is helping to get us more prepared, to be aware and to be cautious, but to be alert. And that's what's great about being an incident commander or operating an EOC. Your level of discipline for what you're able to do helps to prepare you to be alert, to be ready for those changes. And how you respond and react to those changes is what makes you and your organization a success. A lot of people say, I know this stuff. I do this stuff already. Well, you know what? I have seen many situations, and the last time that I checked, every disaster is different. They may seem to have the same scale of opportunities that helps to prepare you for what you're facing. Maybe it's you're in an area like Florida or Texas or Louisiana or any coastal area that maybe is prone to hurricanes. You already have an emergency operations plan. You have operating guidelines that you and your organization tend to always have in place, and you do help prepare. But what happens if you're in a small town and that tornado comes through, or maybe you're in a small town and that hazmat truck comes through and dumps thousands of gallons in the middle of your one red light intersection, or that one stoplight at the busiest intersection in your city? These are things that you as a small department, you're not going to be ready for. You can only train so much. But it's all about mind thinking. It's all about getting you ready to understand that when that disaster happens, you're going to handle it with a level head. Most importantly, you're going to be able to think outside the box, and you're going to be able to delegate. And that's one of the most important, crucial situations about incident command that you yourself as a commander is going to learn. It's not all about what you can do. It's all about the people around you and how you can make sure. So we're going to take this stuff that you think you know, and we're going to take it to the next level. And by doing that, we've got to go back to the basics. We've got to go back to that NIMS training. We've all been there. We've done that 1, 2, 7, and 8. Many of us have had the 3 and 4, and maybe some other AWRs and other NIMS classes that help prepare you. But you know that risk mitigation all comes to play, because you can accept that risk. You can avoid that risk. But then you can transfer that risk. That's where it talks about the delegation of authority, and then you can reduce that risk factor. All of us have played checkers or a game of chess, and you can't help but think about that next move, that next step of what you're going to do when you get thrown into that middle of a disaster and it starts to elevate. Maybe it's going up, maybe it's going down. How do you de-escalate? How do you escalate? How do you get more resources? We're going to teach you those things. We're going to let you, like I mentioned, think outside the box. Because one thing that I have learned over 20 years of doing emergency management is how fast these disasters that we are tasked to handle tends to change. That last time that you had that big disaster and you watched yourself run out of supplies, and then you were eagerly trying to call around to your local businesses, whether it be from a situation of needing water, or maybe a situation of needing something as simple as something to eat for your responders. This is where we have to mitigate ahead, mitigate during, and then of course teach you how to mitigate afterwards. That's what's most important. So what's next? Well, your support's going to make a difference. I am a big believer in the power of one. That one person, one action can have a huge ripple effect that can make a difference. We need your help. United Americans Disaster Response Team is only able to be there for you if you can help us be there for you. But the biggest part about this is you can make that difference. It all starts with education. That's what we're going to do with you at ART. We're going to take you to that next level. We're going to help prepare your organization, your staff. It could be as simple as a 5-minute video just to make you understand that how do you stop a situation to prepare yourself to handle that situation. And that's what's great. But your help is going to help make a difference. And there's so many things that you can do by supporting United Americans Disaster Response Team. And the biggest part about this is it all starts that ripple effect that can make a difference. We're here to give you advice. We're here to give you tips. We're mostly going to be here to give you that guidance, but also the assistance that you and your organization and your department needs to be there. And so right here, as you can see on the screen, there's our website, www.uadrt.org. If you're interested in helping to sponsor some of these education plans, some of these great benefits of what we have to come, you can also help to donate. Every penny makes a difference, and that money stays right here in the organization to help prepare your staff to bring you to that next level. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to that email address, contactus@uadrt.org. Maybe you would like to talk to me personally. Maybe you have an idea of something that you would like for us to help you and your organization do to prepare you for that next what-if situation. Send me a personal email. It's right there, sean.davis@uadrt.org. We're going to make sure that everything within our power helps to prepare you for that next level. And again, if you're an organization, maybe you would like to help sponsor some of these big education plans that we have coming out, feel free to reach out to me. We're going to make sure that every penny that you pour into UADART not only helps us prepare you for that next challenge, but did you know that you're also going to be helping that next community that is facing that disaster that in the next few seconds could be right there in your backyard. Thank you so much for watching me today. I'm super excited. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to be bringing you another video. We're going to start off that ICS Reboot. We're going to go back to the basics. We're going to talk about how do we retrain our mind to prepare you for that next level. So we're super excited to that. Be watching our Facebook, be watching our website. We're going to have many things as far as dates and plans to help you get ready. If you have any questions, be sure, like I mentioned before, like and subscribe. Be sure that you're watching us because we've got big things on the horizon and we want you to be there with us. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and God bless all of our Americans and those around us. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.